Hello and welcome to our Let's Play of Moria, episode 42. That's a lot of episodes, man. And yes, I'm calling them episodes now. I am surrendering to that. It's the vernacular I'm familiar with. I did look up the cure critical wounds, which we've just recently gained access to. Apparently, the manual says cures a lot of wounds, or something to that effect. What does it say? It says cures a very large number of hit points. The previous one said a large number of hit points. The one before that said a medium number of hit points. So very non-specific. But if you scroll down further in that manual, in the next book, our Exorcisms and Dispellings, we have a spell coming up called Healing, which it specifically says in the book heals 200 hit points. I find it ironic that they abandoned their own policy of deliberately hiding the numbers behind descriptors to keep that sense of mystery, and yet for healing, for some reason, they just threw that out the window, and everything else you got to guess how much it heals. So I looked it up on Beej's Moria thing. It specifically says the cure critical wounds cures 16 to 64 hit points, or 16 die 4. That's what it adds up to, 16 to 64. So now you know, knowing is half the battle. We're almost done half the battle in terms of descent. We're getting damn close to the halfway mark. And again, if we actually just count the idea of, you know, how high a level do we have to be to take on the Balrog, basing it solely off the only other person I'm sure there have been many people who have beaten this game. I'm not trying to imply that it's an unheard of thing. But the only other person I have documented proof has beaten this game is... Interesting. That guy 30 Minutes of UMoria, and he did it at level 37, so we're getting damn close to that. Now look at this. Our mana is 38. I had tested before, does your mana rise with your wisdom? And it didn't seem it did, but that seems like a hell of a jump in terms of how much mana we have access to versus what we had before. And now we're wearing that Amulet of Wisdom, so perhaps there is a correlation that only occurs once you get into the slash territory. Or perhaps it's just more pronounced now that we're in the slash territory. Or perhaps it's just, I don't know, perhaps we hadn't really registered that fact correctly before. Whatever the case may be, we have 38 mana. That's a lot compared to what we had before. I think we had 24. I think we had 24 maximum at the previous level. Now, granted, we went up a level. As soon as you go up a level, you get more mana. But it's been like 1 or 2 points usually. This is a jump of like 14 points, so I'm assuming the wisdom aspect is what made that difference. PAA. PAF, PAG, PAE. Like, even after all of those detection spells, I still have enough for protection from evil now. That's great. I'm again not complaining in any way. I just find it interesting. Has he confused me? Is that what that is? He can poison. Or not, if I kill him first. Yeah, that's freaking interesting. I think my hit points have jumped up a lot too. The last time I can recall checking, my hit points were around 134 maximum. Now they're 194. Maybe it's like every 5 levels you get a hell of a leap. I don't know. We did hit level 25. Maybe that's not just a milestone to me, but to the game itself. I don't know. Curiouser and curiouser, thought Alice. Oops. Well, let's go back over here, because we've got detection spells in place for this section. I think. Unless I'm misremembering. Where are we in relation to the edge of the map? Alright, we're down to the south, so south is not going to happen no matter what. Oops, come on. Pressing the wrong keys. There's a key on the keypad you can press that brings up your inventory as well. Is it 0? Yeah. 0 on my keypad brings up is the same as pressing I. Interesting to note. I guess there's a slight one less reach I have to make to that keyboard, which is easier on the hands. Let's tunnel around this if we can. Oops. Skeleton hobgoblin. Oh, and a stone golem. I missed him. Let's back off. Let's do our old... Oh, we got a yeti coming too. Let's hope we kill him before we reach the room, or else the yeti is going to join in the fun. How much are they worth at this point? Still 76, man. Still good. And how much do we need? I mean, even now, it's what? Around 4,000 or so. Maybe a little less. Maybe a little more. Somewhere in the vicinity of 4,000. That's not so shabby. Alright, it's dead. Let's kill the yeti. It moves the same speed as me, so backing away is going to accomplish nothing. What's it worth at this point? Only worth a little shy of 11. Not that much. Okay. And through the breach. Oh, we're in a... I'm going to guess we're in one of those vaults with the checkerboard walls. Could be wrong. No, it looks that way. The last two... pit. The last does so little damage. That's another recommendation to whoever made this game, or whoever's working on this game, is up the damage of the pits. They're so trivial that why do I even have to worry about them? There's an invisible guy around here, I think. Unless I killed him. Nope. Let's cast Sense Invisible, because we can. P. C. D, I think? D. Nothing invisible. Interesting. Either it fled, or it wasn't invisible. I misunderstood the situation, maybe. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Whatever it is. It's an air spirit. Why did it disappear? Oh, it moved. That's why. So they move fast, and they... Okay, here's a definitive thing we can check. Because I know we've killed an air spirit before. We commented on its invisibility. Do we have one killed, or is there none known? Recall. Okay, so I think we have our definitive answer that if you kill something that's invisible, you do not learn about its anything about it. All right, it's dead. That's interesting. Money. Uh-oh. Grape jelly, get the fuck away from it. Do not go near it again. There's no reason to take it on. I can't hit it from a distance. I'll grab that. Temlek. It's right here, I think. I'm not going to go up there. What's the point? Why risk it? Future Jeff, remember that there is a grape jelly in that room, and don't go near it. And don't randomly step on a trap, as I almost did. Whoops. Gas trap. Let's test our wand, just to find out if it works. Wand of disarming. Is that indeed disarming traps? Yes, okay. So it does work. I'll save that for... Fuck. He got something. Whoops. Oh, he got my goddamn best spell book. My seed book. I no longer have protection from evil. You know what that means. I'm sorry to say it. We're going back to town in like 2 seconds, because that is such a vital spell for us to survive. I'm doing it right now. There you go. Let's do this. Let's enchant our weapon to damn if we have the right weapon up. Whoops. We do. H. I'm sorry, man, but this will be a record. I mean, we can't really count it as such because it's... Whoops, I didn't mean to do teleport level. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Fuck. I pressed the wrong key. I read the scroll that we were going up to identify, so we know what it is. It's teleport level. And we jumped down. Is it just one level down? I think it's like using a staircase, maybe? In any event, we are now on the equivalent of dungeon level 23, and I'm only character level 25, so I'd rather not be here. I am going to stick around long enough to... I was going to stick around long enough to light up this room, but we're not in a room. So let's just get out of here. When we come back down, though, we are coming to this level, which is not necessarily the best thing. Let's cast our... We can't. I was going to say, let's cast our new Cure Wound spell, and we can't. Alright, we are going straight to that store, and please, for the love of God, tell me you're selling that spell book. That's the one we need. Okay. The universe is on our side, people. Let's just offer him a good deal of money so we can get it at a... I have 2 of them? That's not the one we needed then, is it? What the hell's going on here? What do I have? Ah, that's not the one I needed. Shit. Interesting to note that they stack. Oh, you know what I lost was the beginner's book. That's why I couldn't cast C. So I do still have the protection from evil. I don't have the basic detection spells. Fuck. How do I handle this? While we're up here, let's sell off some stuff. Might as well wear J for a second. You know, let's also do this. Let's go in the corner and rest for a while and see if our mana climbs to a less great height. It does. Look, our mana went to a... Assuming that we actually rested for 1,000 turns, our mana went to 22. Whereas if we wear that Amulet of Wisdom, it instantly jumps up to 32. So there's our definitive answer. Yes, Wisdom does affect your... Affects your mana, affects how easily your spells fail, it affects your saving throws, it does a lot. Drop G. I don't even want it. I might be able to sell it for, oh, for fuck's sakes. Alright. If we go down there, we're stumbling into traps and stuff, man. Let's see if we can get him to repopulate his store. Let's douse our torch. Let's do that first. Wield. No, take off. Let's take off our lantern. Not that it much matters. There's very little light left in it. Let's rest for 3,000 turns. You'll note the day-night cycle did not change. That guy moved like 1 square. He's not selling anymore. We should, incidentally, start stockpiling these books. I didn't know they stack. If they stack in 1 square, then if somebody steals one, I'm not screwed. So now that I know that, I will do that more often. Let's buy some more rewards of recall while we're here as well. Oops, not that. We only have 3. Let's go buy one from this dude. See if he has any enchant armor stuff as well, because we're up here. Why not make the most of it? Purchase identify. Fine. Purchase identify. Fine. Purchase... Oh, restore dexterity. Fine. Purchase recharging. Let's do that. Let's buy a few of those so we can get our staff back up if we need to. Although somebody stole one of those at one point, so I've never used one and we had one before. Another word of recall. Good enough for now, I think. Let's go quaff our new potion. You know what? Let's experiment. Let's wait down here for... Let's rest for 5,000 turns. Whoops, don't read. Is my caps lock on again? Yes. Nope, it wasn't. I just pressed the wrong key. Rest. 4,000. Let's see if the stock in the stores has changed. Is this a viable method of getting what we need? It hasn't changed there. Maybe it will not change unless you leave. I know the doors will unlock. Like this. Let's eat. This dude will be open again. Or not. Maybe we haven't successfully rested right. Maybe that's just not happening. Rest. Well, let's kill these guys first because they're going to pester me if I don't. Sorry, guys. Rest. Or maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's that I see that guy there. Maybe I have to kill everybody in town first. Sorry, guys. I need to kill you to get a good night's sleep. It's just the way it works. Let's try resting now for 3,000. Okay, that time it actually, I saw it, you stop resting. Here come more people, but it worked. He still doesn't have it, though. This may be an experiment with no, Jesus Christ, eh? I guess we, fuck off. We waited long enough that the population just really replenished itself. Well, we've learned something, though. We've learned that spellbooks can stack. That is really important information. It makes a big difference. If I'd have known that, I would have been playing differently this whole time. See, he's unlocked, so we've waited long enough to do that. We could get another Ring of Protection +3, but then we'd have to take off our cold thing, and I'm not doing that. That Lordly Cold is, well, it's better, definitively. It's +5, right? Sell. Might as well sell our shit. Let's sell the Amulet of Resist Acid for as much as we can get. This will be a fast sell. Okay. Now let's exit. Let's wear our Amulet of Wisdom, which it turns out is absolutely brilliant. Let's pass our turn. Let's sell the Charisma thing. Good. Anything else we need to sell? No. I do not want to go back down there without replenishing. Jesus Christ. Without replenishing that spell book, because we rely on it so much. But he's got no new stock, so I don't think it's going to work. I think we either leave the level or we wait here forever, so let's leave the level. Fuck, he got something too. At least it wasn't one of my prayer books. Not the bow either, I thought it might have been. Let's wield that brass lantern immediately, so nobody can steal it. If he'd have stolen that and I hadn't realized and I'd gone down to the dungeon, we'd have been in big trouble because I couldn't have got back out until I stumbled on a lit room to word recall out. Alright. We're heading down. We're going to have to be a little bit cautious. Well, not a little bit cautious. We're going to have to be very, very cautious. I wonder if... Oh, too late. This is not a... Oh, we don't have the light room spell either. We have nothing. I did cast PAE, whatever that is, but now that's... I just cast Sanctuary. So all the letters are shifted down by one. We still have Protection from Evil. We still have Sense Invisible. We still have a lot of things. P, B, G. There's the map. But as to whether or not there are traps en route, I have no idea. There's obviously a secret door here. Oh, Fire Giant. P, B, E. We've never once found a prayer book down here either, eh? It may not be possible in this version of the game. I know at some point I have found a prayer book or a spell book or something in either Angband or Moria, but maybe it was only in Angband. I don't know. Because we've not found a single one that I can recall in the entire time we've been playing. We'll wander around down here for a few minutes before we end this video. Just to be clear, we are going back to town because I got to get that book. So the next video will start in town. But I will, I will foolishly walk around down here for a while. Very nervous without that trap thing. I mean, I could turn on the search button. Why not do that? We are now searching with every step. Although I'll turn it off for combat. Oops. Oh, it automatically turned off. Interesting. It looks like when a monster steps adjacent to you, it turns off automatically. Let's find out if that's true. Again, just for knowledge's sake. Oh, this is moving faster than I thought. I thought it was a stone golem. I can't get away from it. So I can't test it yet. But we will test that theory in a second. Alright, we're turning on our search. When we walk around normally, it stays on. As soon as we get next to the zombie, it turns off. So we can safely put that on at least to walk about. Not when we expect combat. Like right then. Let's turn it on again. So our torch should be going down at a greater speed. Here, we found the secret door, though. It works. But we're automatically searching all the walls around us and automatically searching all the floors around us for traps. So it's the best we've got going for us in lieu of the spellbook we want. So we have 7,323 turns of light. Let's take one step. It only absorbed one turn of light. That is in contrast to what I expected the case to be. I thought it would drain 2 turns per turn. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what the detriment of having that search on is then. I think I'm afraid of something. I think it said that. Did it? No, I guess not. It said you found something. Opals. New kind of treasure. Oh, I can't do it. I was going to do all my detection spells. I cannot. I can do the mapping. Or theoretically I can. When you rest, it takes off search. Again, interesting to note. Come on, man. Cast the damn spell. Alright. Back on search. Again, that's shift number 3 for the number sign. I only, it's a weird point in the game to be reminding you of key combos. Like anybody who just tuned in is thinking, holy shit, he's still doing that. Actually, my wife is calling. I'm going to call this video right here. Talk to you guys later. We'll finish up soon. Bye.